What's going on, everybody? Going Yooper here, Fitz Family Constrictors. Welcome back to my channel. I want to thank all my subscribers. You guys are amazing, and I want to thank all the new people who jumped in here and subscribed to my channel. Thank you very, very much. So today's video a little bit short. I'm going to just kind of tell you how to purchase a snake from MORPH Market. I get emails every single day about snakes I have on MORPH Market for sale, and they usually ask me the same question. And today, I'm just going to give you a quick little review on how to purchase a snake from MORPH Market. It's really simple, not hard at all, and actually a lot of fun. This is one addictive site. I also want to apologize for that weird line going down the screen. If it's showing up on the video itself, it's just showing up on my camera, which is really weird. I don't know where it's coming from, but anyway, hopefully it won't ruin the video. Also, I want to remind everybody that tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time, that is 8 o'clock on the East Coast, 5 o'clock on the West Coast, I will be going live, as I always do every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. Don't forget, the very last Thursday of this month, October 29th, will be a Let's Make a Yooper Deal game show where somebody can win some cool prizes. You're not going to want to miss out on that as well. There is an entry video for that. I'll put a link down below. All right, clear the throat. Let's get into this video. First thing I'm noticing here is somebody from Sarasota, Florida. Hey, that is pretty darn cool. I'm actually from Port Charlotte, Florida, which is just south of this town, right? This city, I should say, right here. Pretty darn neat. But that's not what we're going to do today. We're going to check out how to purchase a snake. And to do that, I'm going to use my site only because I don't want anybody saying, well, how come you didn't go check out my page? Not a shout out video, simple how-to video. All right, so we'll quickly go to my place right here real quick. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find the snake that you like, that you enjoy, any snake that you find that you need or want. I always start with the breeders that I know and work with most and see what they have, see if they have what I'm looking for first. And if they don't, then I start wandering like the rest of you, searching through the endless breeders here on MORPH Market. Again, we're going to use mine for this demo. And we're going to click on here and we're just going to quickly bypass that and just say this is the snake that I found. Say I said, oh, wow, I am looking for a blue-eyed leucistic. You know, if it's possible, spider pastel, awesome. That's pretty cool. That'll work out for me with my plans. Looking for a female. Okay, that's good. The price is where I need it to be. That works out awesome. All right, see a little description. The mother was a lesser, the father was a passive B. All right, that's cool. You're going to want to read all the stuff on here. And then before you do anything else, you're going to want to click right over there on the breeder's name and it will bring you to their page. Then you're going to want to check their stuff out. See how many different ways you can get in touch with this person. I always find that to be an important piece of the pie because you won't believe how hard it is to get in touch with some breeders sometimes. You won't have that problem with me. I usually email people back pretty darn quickly. That said, we're going to take a look at this and see what they have to offer. Okay, so he's in Stevenson, Michigan. All right, there's a Facebook connection I can get to. There's a phone number and an email that I got. Great, so there's 3 points of contact there if I need. Love it. All right, we're going down here. How long has this cat been around on this MORPH Market? Did he start yesterday? Is he disappear? What's the story? All right. And he's got 8 positive reviews, which is not bad in the past 12 months. Of course, I've sold a lot more than that, but not everybody leaves a review. But that's something I'm going to want to look at when I'm purchasing a snake. So I'll click on that, and I'll take the time, and I'll read everybody's review and see what they bought and how much they bought it for and the transaction and if they left any issues they may had or anything like that. And I'll give that a good once over because that's a great tool to have for a breeder right there and for a buyer. It's really nice to have this here. You're not going to get that on Facebook. So we're going to move down here and people put their mission statements in there, what they're doing, what their plans are, how they do stuff. And a lot of places will put their store policy terms and conditions, which I have. And a lot of the time that's going to deal with a lot of the shipping information, payment information, as well as down payments and making payments on payment plans. All your little guarantees, your weather information, all that kind of stuff will usually be right there. And I'll read all that and check it out. And this is probably the most important piece because what a lot of people don't read is when you send a deposit, there is no refunds on deposits. Now, I don't know any breeders that do refund deposits. So, you know, everybody doesn't refund deposits. And we do that for a reason because if we take 25% down to hold a snake for you for 30 days and then 30 days is almost up and you say, oh, you know what? My grandmother got hit by a reindeer. She needs a new leg, and I'm just not able to purchase a snake at that time. I have already taken that snake off the market for 3 weeks at that point where it could have been sold pretty easily, and the breeder usually always loses out pretty badly when that happens. So therefore, nobody ever refunds, deposits. So I always suggest you make sure you read that, and make sure you read this in here, because that's where the information is going to be. It's all going to be the fine details, stuff that you really want to know. And I get emails, like I said, every single day for animals, and these are the things they ask. Well, do you do payment plans? And it's right here. And if so, what is your percentage? What do you do? How do you work it? It's all right here. Well, okay, I want to purchase your snake. How do I pay you? Do you do PayPal? Do you do credit cards? All that information, again, is always in store policies and terms and conditions. So you're going to want to always check there to protect yourself as a buyer when you're purchasing animals, so that you understand what the policies are. So after that, you like everything you see, you're going to go back to your snake and you're going to double check everything. Yeah, that's a female. That's what I want. And I like the blue-eyed leucistic and the Mojave Lesser blend. I think that's the nicest looking one. And I'm saying that truthfully. I actually think it is the nicest looking bells. But everybody has their own opinion. And once I'm happy with that, I will go over here and I will hit Inquire to Buy, which will bring up this screen. And you simply are going to put in the very first thing. My zip code is, let me try to do this without messing the camera up. And then you would play, I would like a shipping quote, sorry. And I can't see my keys, so hopefully I spelled all this right. And then you are going to hit send. And when you do that, the breeder will get an email and they'll say, okay, this person's at 49887, and they can immediately start looking up like a shipping quote for you. That way you will have the full price. And at that time, you will be able to decide if you want to purchase this animal or not. You can relay a message back saying, yes, I agree to those terms and conditions. I also agree to shipping costs as well as the cost of the animal. And that breeder will say, once you make a payment, I will send you a receipt, or however they do it, and they will ship that animal out to you as soon as possible. So it's a pretty simple thing to do. It's not hard at all. But you always want to put that zip code in there, and you always want to read store policies, terms, and conditions. Very, very important, as well as reading the breeder about them, what they're doing, what their stuff's about. And a few tips that I will also add in there is that pictures. Pictures are very important. If you see a snake on like a dirty linoleum floor, and it's up here for sale, you might not want to buy that snake. What kind of conditions is that snake living in if they're taking pictures of it on a dirty floor? Couldn't even mop it first. I've seen a lot of that. I'm also skeptical when I see people put animals on the ground or out in the grass or out into some outside areas around their home. It always bothers me. Who knows what kind of little parasites and mites might be around, you know. My area where my snakes are kept is a pretty sterile environment, and we like to keep it that way. These are things you're going to want to look for. You want healthy animals. You want to make sure they're coming from a healthy home. They don't all have to be in super breeder racks. You don't have to look for somebody that has the top of the line racks and the top of the line stuff. A lot of us breeders all started out with the same kind of racks, the same home built racks in our houses, in our rooms, and that did not take away from the quality of the animals or the care that they got. But a picture does say a lot for the breeder and the animal that you're buying, so pictures are important. All right, everybody, if you found this information helpful, please, again, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, and show up a little video. And as always, I love you all. See me, bye.